Hey Amy, we've got our oatmeal flaxseed muffins. Something that I love is muffins, and I love to be able to get a little bit more protein and my omegas into my breakfast. So I've taken my oatmeal muffin and I've thrown some flax seeds into it. And what flax seeds, they have such a high good fat content to them that they actually cancel out some of the oil or the butter that you would put into a muffin to begin with. So it's a little bit healthier of a recipe for you, and again, it's really simple. One bowl and a wooden spoon is really all you need to get through on this one. So we're going to start out by adding our just regular all-purpose flour. You could do a whole wheat flour if you wanted, or a buckwheat flour if you're going for a different texture to it. 1 cup of old-fashioned oats, not the quick oats, but the old-fashioned ones. You want them to have a little bit of texture to them, a little bit more robust. This is milled flaxseed. You pick this up at any grocery store, typically down the organic aisle, and it's flaxseed that are already ground down. If you have them whole, your body doesn't break them down, so you don't get all that great nutritional facts from them. You're going to want to be able to have them milled. A couple teaspoons of baking powder. Got some brown sugar that goes in here as well. What we're going to do is just kind of mix together our dry ingredients. Pinch of salt as well. All right, and the key about making muffins is you don't want to overmix them. They want to be really nice, light, and fluffy, and very airy. So I make kind of a well in the center of my bowl here. And that's where I'm going to throw in about a half a cup of buttermilk. A couple eggs also go into that center. Pinch of vanilla extract. And just 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and olive oil would work too. But again, you've got the flax seeds that are going to give off nice oil when you go to bake them, so you don't need a whole lot in here. So I've got kind of my wet ingredients in the center, and I'm going to break up those egg yolks. And then I'm going to start kind of getting my well to be just a little bit bigger and start folding in some of those dry ingredients. If you've got a couple apples laying around, you could peel them and throw them in. If you've got some dried cranberries, those fit really well in here as another added ingredient. Otherwise, just a basic oatmeal flaxseed with a little vanilla is what I'm looking for in the morning. All right. So like I said, you don't want to overmix them just until it all comes together. And then you're going to take your muffin pan. You can either line it with the muffin papers if you want, or just spray it with a little bit of pan spray, get a little bit of butter in there just so it doesn't stick too much. And then again, you can just spoon it in, or you can use a portion scoop, an ice cream scooper if you will. But the recipe makes 12, so you want about 1 kind of rounded scoop. They get filled about 3/4 of the way to the top. And one thing for muffins, you want them to get a kind of a nice crispier top on the over the dome of it. It gets that nice brown color. It caramelizes the sugars. It seems to be one of the best parts of the muffin. So we're going to turn the oven on at 400 degrees, a little bit higher than what you're normally used to. And they only bake for about 12 minutes or so. You can test them with a toothpick. But once you've got them scooped, put them straight into your preheated oven. And let's see what we've got in our oven. We can take a look at what we have. Nice and hot. Perfect muffins. You can tell you can press on them a little bit and they're nice and soft. They'll spring back. Your house will also smell a little bit like a toasted nut. Those are those flax seeds toasting up inside of there. And serve them warm and serve them the day of. The next day they're going to be a little bit dry, so they're definitely something you want to make that day and enjoy.